Hey, welcome back to the channel, Spar Swimming Lobster. We're going live just for a little quick bit of time. We're doing some orders, going through some stuff, gonna expose a few things or two that we have had happen in the last couple of days or over the weekend. So if you haven't already noticed, the channel's kind of crazy. We've got a couple things that we do on reselling on Amazon, eBay. We sell books, we sell products such as food. Um, and we sell little pieces of widgets and digits here and there on eBay. So we do a variety of things. Also, too, on the channel, I do DIY kind of stuff to save money. Lately, I've been on this kick about getting things organized because we're getting ready to move. Hey, Tommy, what's up, dude? Texas Val, nice to see ya. Multi Jamie stuff. How's it going over there on the other side of the pond, buddy boy? So lately, oh my God, we're having to move, and we've been looking for houses here in the local area, 4 bedrooms, and we got. Hey, Simply Dana, how are you, Cody? Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate your time on the chat. So we've been looking for houses to rent, and the 4 bedrooms are ranging from like 3,000 and up. We found one that was like 2,900. Called this morning on it. Apparently somebody went ahead and did the application for it after we talked to the lady last week, and she's waiting on the wire transfer today for that person's deposit. And I told the lady, I said, listen, if for some reason that deposit doesn't go through, let me know. We're ready to go. We got cash in hand for the deposit on that. So we're still working that. We have until the 3rd of June, and be moving forward with that, hopefully getting all of this stuff moved out of here. And we're going to be purging out a lot of stuff. So the next place, the rules have been set forth already, that I'm not to have a garage like this anymore. I don't know. Controlled. I can't stand it. I hate being controlled. That was the reason why I became an entrepreneur, so that I could make my own decisions. And yet I'm still being controlled. Power of a woman gets you every time. So, Kathy, thanks for coming in. So, hey, you know what? I wanted to show you guys a real quick. I'm doing some orders. Also, too, yesterday, while at work, I have an employee that gives me things. It is what it is. So, let me just show you the kind of stuff that I can't say no to, but with us moving, this kind of works out hand in hand. So my hat, first of all, I can't wear my hat. I hand wash it today from the last dumpster dive. That's the lid of the dumpster that got up in there. So I have to wash my Go Blue hat. So what this guy did is he gave me a bag full of freaking light bulbs. There's quite a few of them in here. So I'm just going to replace the bulbs that are here at this house with these ones. I don't think I'm going to take them with me. There's a few that could be replaced. I don't know if they're going to fit in all the fixtures. So that's going to save me some money right there. Because I think in the contract it states that if the light bulb burns out, we're responsible for it. So anyway, that worked out. I found this volleyball yesterday. I put some air in it today. This was at the beach. Someone left behind from Dick's Last Resort, Dick's Sporting Goods. So this will be something that it's nice and clean. So I'm going to put that on eBay. And if it doesn't sell in 30 days, I'm just going to give it to the girls. They were throwing out some wetsuits yesterday. The guy that came in gave me, this is a Rip Curl one, full body. It's a little beat up, but wetsuits do well. This one I'll probably do for like $10, only because it's seen better days and it's a small. But you know, hey, $10 is $10, right? I didn't pay anything for it. We'll try to give it a go. If it doesn't go, then we'll move on and we'll donate it. Here's another one. If it's the same size, this one's a different style, kind of like a suspender tank top one without the sleeves. This one is a Victory. Short, but not the long leg one. So this will probably be another, probably like $10. Maybe if they're the same size, maybe do both of them for $20 and put it in a priority ship. So customer pays that. So that one, we got some pants he gave me. Tommy Bahama, Tommy for your mama jeans. These are size, I think he said there's 32s. I don't sell a lot of clothes, but I do have a couple in the store. Yeah, 32 by 32 Tommy jeans. So those are going on eBay today. Those are nice. Can't complain about free, especially when it's high-end clothing. I mean, Tommy Bahama is high-end for me. I don't even wear pants unless I have to, and they're usually just Levi's. What's up, Sonny? Thanks for jumping in, bro. How are you? Kent. Free 95 free, baby. That's right, Kent. Another 32 by 32. These are Dockers. These will, I'll look and see what these are. But nothing special, I don't think. I'll comp them and see. So these will be the items I'll put on today. Wife's at an appointment right now. She started ranting and raving with me about the moving and the housing situation. And she got mad at me because the real estate agent was giving this first house that we just saw. We saw another one. It's under renovation. Flipping goodies. Thank you, Harry. What's going on, Harry? Thanks for coming in. Kathy. These are 32, 34. Rincon straights. I don't know if that's bullhead denim. 100% cotton. I think these are probably going to be a little higher end. I'm assuming. Yeah, he usually gives me pretty good stuff. So the Dockers, I think, are going to be not so. Tommy, bullhead. What's this one? American Eagle Outfitter. Probably another 32. Yeah, these are 11 years old. They were made in 09. 31, 32. So, hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain. That's going to be, you know, what, 4 pairs of jeans and 2 wetsuits and a volleyball. That's free money for me right there. And I'm going to say altogether, everything, if it sells, 20, 30, 40, maybe $60, everything there. So, hey, I'll take $60. I'll probably put the 32s. Maybe I'll put the 32s all together, like run the Dockers. I'm assuming they're probably not going to sell as quick, or they don't have that great of a value to them. Maybe put all the 32s together, lot them up. Let's see. Yeah, free. I love free stuff. Now, the wetsuits aren't in the greatest condition. They are lighter, though. This one's a little heavier, the full body one, but it's that time of the year where people are getting in the water. So we'll definitely get those online today. So I could say no. I wanted to because I was like, man, I got so much going on right now. I gotta thin things out, and the inventory keeps just coming in, even though it's a small load. But it cost me $0, y'all. $0. So real quick, I also wanted to show you from the dumpster dive haul closer. Even though I shouldn't be doing it. Oh, we got this yesterday too. A display case. It's dirty. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I have no need for it for a ball. But that was another thing that was given to me. I was like, oh, geez, really? Like, I need more stuff. Like, I need more junk. All right, so we're gonna get a little closer and acquainted with our geisha dolls that we found in the dumpster. If you haven't already seen, this is a box of vintage Japanese items that we got from a dumpster dive that we did. I don't know why that's like that. But we found this in the dumpster. It was a video I did the reveal on it. And I was hoping to do one complete freaking video. But the problem was the phone I had in one hand, and the lid would only give me about, I don't know, about that much space literally to stick my head in there. And it had a little like handle of aluminum mop or whatever, so it had no way of grabbing it. And it had a little bit of a plastic piece at the end. And then all I was trying to do was trying to maneuver it. You'll see it. There's like 3 videos it took me to do it all in because the phone kept, going out on me. So one video is like 4 minutes, the next video is like a minute, the other one's like 3 or something to that effect. But I did a reveal on all the items in the back of the car as I was offloading it. So this is probably one of my favorite ones that I got. I thought that was pretty cool. And the other one seems to be losing its hair. It's going to need some Rogaine or something. I don't know. His hair is, or her hair. I think it's a girl. Could be a guy. I think I said it was a guy, but we got some hair issues, as you can see. This is, I can maybe put this in the display case and sell it like that. But I might lot those two together on eBay. I don't know. I was thinking for both of them, maybe 100 something, 130, 140 for both. And they have little display boxes that I think came under, that goes underneath them. It looks like a little piece of something from one of them. So these little boxes were their display cases, I'm assuming. So they would sit on these little platforms, and it's probably one of the coolest dumpster dives I found. We all go to retail stores. This is probably one of the coolest dumpster dives I found. We all go to retail stores. This is where the displays come in a box. So I was going to put this and those together in one lot. Yeah, it was not fun though, Kathy. I was having a hell of a time. I'll be honest with you. I was trying to be quiet, and I had so many obstacles, and this is what I wanted to bring out. And here, let me just show you guys real quick the lamps. Here's the stuff I said I was going to show you on the line. These lamps are pretty cool. It's not my taste. They have little bulbs that go on them. Is it that way or this way? Yeah. These are in mint condition. These are bitching. There's 2 of them. The other one stand is in the box still. But it comes like all divided. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, I haven't plugged them in yet to see if they work. And no time is better than the present. So yeah, back to the housing thing. Oh, It's tough, man. We got until the 3rd of June to get out. Um, we've been searching. I mean, we were searching the day after because I didn't get the letter from the wife. She was trying to call me on it all day. And oh, watch this thing explode. Oh, there you go. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's really bright on the camera, but it's really kind of dim. Very cool. So yeah, we're dealing with that, and there's not too many 4 bedrooms, at least from what I can tell right now, on the market. And a lot of them are kind of the one that we wanted was really nice, but the lady said that she has another one coming out. Apparently, it's not on the market yet, so she's not going to play favorites. But I'm to call her in 10 days, so on the 19th, I'm going to call her and see what we can do. See what we can do. We got some fishing lures that we found too in that little haul. These are gonna go definitely. I didn't open it yet. I just showed the case. I don't know if these are vintage or not. There seems to be one missing. This one was used. The tri hooks. So we'll look those up. Those will go online. Those will go with the listing quota for the day for that bag. We'll keep those out. Oh, and the little samurai sword. This was pretty cool. A little letter opener or whatever you want to call it. That was pretty cool. It's got a little fan, little bamboo fan. I don't know. Pretty cool stuff, to say the least. So let's get to that one box I said that we would show, try to figure it out. Because we've got a little bit of time. Got to finish up a couple more orders. Got to run to the bank. I got to go to the post office, and I still have to go to work today. So put that out of the way. And I got to get all my listings done. Oh, there's some stuff in here. What is that? Oh, that's the placard thing. So yeah, that was fun. The first of the month is when I like to hit the apartments. That's when people are moving. And I also like to roam and rummage around the residential areas, kind of just see what's outside of the trash cans, not so much what's in the trash cans, because the larger items people don't want, they'll set aside. All right, so this one, this is the one we didn't show on the reveal. So you've got Japanese and Chinese in there? I don't know. Some of it has Japanese and some of it has Chinese writing. All right, so this box that we didn't show on the reveal is a platform. The hole in it, hollow on the bottom, like wood with like lacquer and paint. This is the little moisture gatherer tablets that are in all these boxes. Oh, there's something heavy in here. Uh-oh, let's see. Well, these are heavy. How much do these things weigh? Oh, those are heavy. It's got the little felt on the bottom. Metal. Tar out. These things weigh 5.5 ounces together combined. Let's double check it again. 5.6. So, you know, post office standard 6 ounces. Wow, those are heavy. All right, let's see. We got this little bit with some holes in it. Okay. Let's see. Here's another one. So we've got 2 now. Still don't have any clue. Okay, you've got some 4-sided objects that are wrapped, made of wood, multicolored. No clue. They don't quite fit. And that's not quite the same. So it's off. I'm not too sure. No stinking idea. We've got some papered flowers that go in here. I'm assuming that maybe they go in those little vases. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, I'm just guessing. Georgina, thank you for coming in. Rosie's Closet. Hey, how are you? Yeah, we're just kind of going over some of the stuff we found in the dumpster the other night, on Friday night to be exact. There's nothing else. These are another one of those moisturizer. There's nothing in it. Just like an absorbent pad. It's got writing, Japanese writing on it. All right, let's see what else. Well, here's I'm assuming the lids. Maybe it's a. No idea. So we got 2 of these and 2 of these. And this was in like that. Here's the other one. So I have no stinking idea what the purpose of this thing is. I'm thinking some sort of like display for. I have no clue. Not a clue. All right, so maybe that goes like that because of that little piece there. Doesn't fit exactly, but it doesn't allow it to slide. So these are, and then maybe this is, okay, maybe these are on the bottom. No, those would be on top. Okay, all right, then those go in there like that. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's some sort of display. You know, I'm just gonna kind of throw it in together here. I don't know. I have no idea. These are some sort of just centerpiece display, flowers, and so here. Let me show you. I have the slightest idea. So that's what I'm thinking. Something like that. These things here. I have no idea what this is for. Maybe that's supposed to go like that. I have no idea. I would imagine it goes like this. And then I have no idea. Maybe these are to go on top like so, like so. You know, who knows? Who stinking knows? But someone will know. So when we go to put this online, that's how we'll probably display it like that. Or maybe just put these down so, because they'll assume that these are pieced together in this on the front. like so. Yeah. So there you go. That's that. Got that figured out. Hey Lex, how are you? Brittany Brands, thanks for coming in. So Lex, I've sold 2 items so far. I've made about half of my money back from that makeup lot. I keep getting eBay's promoted listing suggestions to keep lowering my prices. Only to discover that if I keep lowering it anymore, I'm still going to be the less expensive of anybody else who's selling similar or like products. So I decided to not go by their suggestion and keep it up the way I have it because I'm selling them for relatively inexpensively. So just in case you were curious, that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, this is it's neat, but it's confusing because I don't know what it's for. I have no idea what or how to even look it up. I'm just gonna type in vintage Japanese. I know with the geisha dolls, I already kind of have an idea of what they're gonna go for. I haven't really found too many of them as they're sitting down. A lot of them are standing up and displayed in that fashion. So that's why I'm thinking I'm gonna put like maybe as high as 150 in best offer. I don't know. There seemed like there was quite a bit of them out there. So I'm just gonna take whatever I can get for them, but I'm gonna price them fairly. So I still haven't dealt with it. I'll probably deal with these dumpster finds on Wednesday when I have more time. I'm not pressed for time, like I'm always pressed for time. Yeah, a lot of things to do, such a little amount of time to do. Okay, how come I can't get this back in the box the way? So yeah, I don't know what the purpose. It's something ceremonial keeps coming to mind about this particular box. Like somebody would have maybe a picture or something of somebody of value. I don't know, to honor somebody maybe. But yeah, and what I like about it, it's all in a nice little box. So that's pretty trick, right? So we'll deal with that on Wednesday. So these will be my Wednesday listings. So I'm projecting probably about everything that I found. Ooh, we just took the head off. Not good. Ooh, look, it's the Exorcist. The Exorcist geisha. Hold on. Hold on. That's not nice. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do on Wednesday. All that trash. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's a little over. I might keep the stoves. I don't know if you saw the video. There was a 1 burner and a 2 burner stove in there. I might keep those. We might be needing them. Got a propane one, and I think these are butane. And there's a difference between the two in chemicals. From a chemical standpoint, I think it has to do with the amount of carbon. One has more than the other. So one burns hotter than the other. So if you didn't know that, I could be wrong. Look it up. I don't know. I'm not claiming to be a scientist or a chemist, I should say. But I might keep, because I think the propane one that I have for the camper is a flat stove top. I don't think it has a burner for pot. Which, when camping, I don't know if. I mean, that's the other thing I have to consider. I'm going to cover up Mr. Rogaine here. Or Mrs. Rogaine seems to be having some issues with her hair loss. So I'm not 100% sure yet on those. I'm gonna go buy a canister of butane, and probably with my mindset of preparing myself and my family for the end of days, for at least as long as I'm living here. I don't know. It changes daily, guys. I'm not gonna bull scoot around that one. That constant stress monger of a situation that we're in every day has me thinking of choices that I've made in my life. So yeah, that's that. And then the train. But let me show you guys the other thing that was really cool. And it's just weird how it all comes together. And this I found out that I was thinking when I was digging through the dumpster. Oh, geez. So I don't know if you noticed, but I have two of these electric scooters. This one's tire is flat. I'm going to try to fix it. And we got 11 o'clock today. We might have time. This one, I just need to put more air. I actually ride this one to work. And I got these from Lime, the scooter company. I traded it for a vending machine. So I bartered. I got three of them. I bartered these sell for about $150 to $200. This is the first generation of Lime. Lime is no longer here in San Diego. There's other companies, Lyft. I want to say Spin is another one. Maybe Uber does one too. I'm not too sure. But I traded a Row International vending machine. I paid $100 for it. It was working. I actually gave the contents that was still inside of it to the employee that met me at the warehouse for Alaskan Airlines, and gave him all the candy and the chips and everything, and took the machine and traded it for three of these. So these cost me like $33 a piece, and I'm probably going to keep one, maybe all three for the kids. I don't know yet. I'm currently riding one to work, and they're a blast. I love them. So this is the lid to the display of the hat, helmet, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you. I thought there was a doll to it the night that we were digging through. And I know this was already in the other video, but I really think that video didn't do this any justice. This is the stand that I was digging out. That I saw the bottom, thinking, oh, that's to the Japanese thing. So I was assuming that this had a doll to it because of the fact that it would have went on a head of a child or adult or whatever. I'm not sure what the purpose is. I think it something like that. But this is gnarly. This thing is heavy. I think there's something missing here. Okay. I think there's maybe something that went in there, like a point. There's a piece that I found that goes in here. And this thing is just freaking beautiful. And that goes in like so. And see, I thought this is what I thought we were looking for. When I opened it up, and there was nothing in the box but just the paper and this box and this box, which is the placard that ties into it all. And I thought, wow, that's a big box for just this. And I thought maybe there might have been a doll with it. But apparently, then I saw this picture and I thought we were missing quite a bit of stuff. You know what I mean? So it was at night. I couldn't really tell. But apparently, we have, based on our box, all we're missing is maybe the cloth and maybe another ornate piece, because this is what we got. So there's the box. There's the platform. So we're missing that cloth that would have came with it. And it's a display for the headdress. And like I said, I don't know if we're missing, I think we're missing the little flares that are right there. These horn-like looking pieces that would have gone here. And I'm not too sure about the top there. But it is what it is. And I'm going to sell it just as is. So yeah, it's too bad that we're missing the piece to that. But then again, as I look closely at the installation, as you can see, this one shows you how to put those flare horns in there, or whatever they're called. And then if you see here at the very top, this medallion, there's no instruction for the very top piece for this. So we are missing definitely the right and left flares that would have come up like this. So yeah, too bad, so sad, but it is what it is. And hey, it was free, right? I can deal with that. And we are going to put that on eBay. Any more pieces to it. And when I found it in the trash, it was opened up. Base to it here. So it's pretty gnarly. It's got a little bit of damage right there. It's just pulled out. I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is and ship it the way it is. I was hoping maybe the little flares would have been in there. Yeah. Nope. Nope. But hey, I think that's an important piece right there that we were fishing out. I have no clue how much this would be. And what I thought was really cool is that we have this. Oh, shoot. Here you go. Okay. So remember the box that we just had with the little stand and flowers? Look at that right there. Theirs would be the vases, right? The silver vases with the flowers and the platform, and then the little pedestal. So it would be like ornamental objects for a shrine to commemorate, Genghis Khan, or I don't know. I'm assuming it's not Genghis Khan in Mongolia, but you get the gist of it. Very cool. Hey, so we found some cool things though, I think, and I'll be able to put it on eBay and see what we can get for or it or them. Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm glad we found that out. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Didn't even know. Ooh, what a thought. Oh yeah. A rice cake set. Hmm. Nevermore. What's up, bro? Simply Dana. It's a golden lobster. Right? If it only fit my head, I would wear it. So here, speaking of dressing up. So here's the thought. If you can see the lobster right there, he's peeking out over the bar. That was from Kathy. He's hanging out. There he is, just hanging out over there. That was brought to you by Kathy. So if Kathy's still in the chat, thanks, Kath. I appreciate it. As you can see, he's hanging out over there. The idea of dressing up in a lobster outfit. What do you guys think of that? Yeah, that's Lobby over there, Lobby. So here's my thought. I thought about ordering a suit or an outfit, costume, or whatever you want to call it, and going to the thrift stores in a lobster getup. What do you think? Do you think it's ridiculous? Do you think it would be funny? Do you think it would be something entertaining? Or I also thought of possibly in a lobster suit, standing on a corner, okay, on a very busy road here in town. And this would be an experiment, and it's something that I like, kind of like always wanted to do, is and also hold a sign that said, "YouTube creator, please subscribe, Spice Swimming Lobster," while in lobster suit, and see if that does the channel any justice. So I don't know. That's the other thing. But I did think of changing it up a bit. So let it be known, the secret is out in this live, that as a reseller, I'm going to take it to the next level, because I notice everybody's doing kind of the same thing. And I noticed there's some of us that are jumping on the dumpster diving bandwagon, and it changes it up. It really does. And I'm thinking, I want to do something different. I want to do something that's just that some people might have a hard time doing. I'm thinking, what's the difference in my mind? What's the difference between doing a live compared to shopping in public in an outfit? It's just clothing. It's maybe a little obscure, don't obscure, where people might think, wow, this guy, he's got something off in his head. And the doctors have confirmed it. So I'm legit. By the way, going back on that, so I went about a month ago to go see a doctor through the VA, and she recommended me to a short-term psychiatrist. I was in there 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes. And he's already like, okay, here's what I'm going to recommend. You need to go long term. He wasn't even willing to even like do the other 5 sessions. He's like, you know what? We're just going to do long term for you. They're going to call you. So that's where I'm at with that. The thought of that, knowing, and I went in there saying to him immediately right off the bat, I said, listen, I will do this in under one condition, that we definitely talk this out. And I don't want any medication. I don't want you subscribing me anything. I just want to see if we can just shake my head a little bit and rattle some things in my head. So that's where we're going with this. But I also thought too, YouTube is and it's free. It's a great therapy. If you're able to sit in front of a computer or a phone and talk to yourself literally, and just say whatever it is that ails you, I think you'll be fine. Some people can't do it. I get it. Stanley Diggs, what's up? Metal detecting. Hey, I do have, just in case you guys didn't know, metal detecting. I haven't had time to deal with it lately, but here is my other channel on YouTube. I don't have a link. You can just type in Sweeps and Scraps. I think you can just type in Sweeps and Scraps. Hold on, let's double check. Let's see if it's still up. I think I got 2 subscribers. There it is right there. Sweeps and Scraps. There you go. A big old head. I got 29 subscribers on that one with 27 videos. And hey, that metal detecting channel is awesome for me, because we would go back to the same location and we would find numerous things that it would just baffled me on the amount of trash that people throw away in the environment itself, not so much in a dumpster. That channel is probably about 2.5 years old now. My partner there, he's gone to do other things. We're still leaving that channel open for continuation. I think we did only one video in 2019. A lot of that stuff was done in 18 when we had more time together working in that arena. But the amount of trash that we would accumulate, and I would always set the settings on my metal detector to pick up everything. And we had a rule that we'd always put things back the way we found it, if not better, and we'd always take what we found. Because a lot of times the metal detectors, you can set the the tone, or whether not the tone, but the detecting part of it, or the coil, to certain types of metals. And I always had mine on iron and above, so it collected and connect to everything. I'd even pick up the trash. So we have a ton of videos, like 27 videos or so. That's not a ton, but we made it an adventure, and we tried to make it fun. It was funny. We had one where we dug a hole, claiming that we were digging to China or something like that. We found a phone. We got some money for finding a phone. We had an episode where we found scat that was not common for that area, and we were coming up with theories of what it could have been. And there was like shift shapers or something. Then we had one video where it was low tide, and we couldn't kayak out to this little island that we call Stingray Island, and it was pretty cool. We went out there and metal detected the little island to see if there was any anchors or anything that we could dig up. But we had fun with it. We had a lot of fun, but there was a lot of trash that we picked up. A lot of like the vintage pull tabs, a lot of old coins, jewelry. Just it was amazing to me to see the amount of rubbish that people would take to the beach and not remember to take it off the beach when they left. So the idea behind it all was to try to educate, and what we were trying to do was I was trying to build the channel up so it would get the publicity for that area, so we could write a grant and provide better education, maybe equipment. Just try to push the whole, like, don't bring straws to the beach, don't bring metal stakes, don't bring, because that was like the common thing. And now it has nothing to do with what's going on in the environment today, but now you're not allowed to do, like, you can't drink there. Plastic bags are banned, smoking's banned. It's just all these other things that all these other people were, pushing way before we started this channel. So I'm not taking credit for any of that crap. But the illegal clamming that took place, people just boasting about what they caught, and then they just let the clams lay there and bake in the sun, and they weren't intending to eat them. We got that on video. That really pissed me off at that point. I was getting really fed up with the human interaction with that beach, because in California, the Pismo clam is very common in our environment, and it's very crucial. And they depend on clean water, and we have a water issue as it is. But in that environment, in California alone, you can't do any clamming unless the month has an R in it. You have to allow the species to regroup, just like with lobsters. We have a set time that we can go for spiny lobsters, and it's usually from September to March, and then the rest of the year from March until the beginning of September. You got to leave the species alone. It's illegal to gather them. But down in Mexico, it's year round. But it takes, for Lobby here, it would take him roughly about 7 to 11 years to get like 3.25 inches long from his horns of his head to his beginning of his tail, that cavity that is got no meat in it here in the, like, this one would be like a Maine lobster because of the claws. We don't have claws here. They have little claws, but they're not with meat. So the 3.25 that I'm referring to is from the horns, which would be these, okay, to where the tail would start, which is the part that we eat in the spiny lobster. So this part is non-edible. It's just filled with just yuckness, if that's such a thing. So it literally would take 7 to 11 years for a lobster to get that. to that size. Anything bigger than that, I would never even take anyway, because I figured if it's made it that far, it needs to keep going, because they're the ones that actually do all the reproduction. But yeah, with the clams, I believe it's like 6 inches, I want to say, that a pismo has to be. And they're very good eating. And I don't eat all of the stuff that's inside of it. I just eat the obstruction muscles that are on the side that help open and close the shells. And I eat the foot, which is also referred to as the tongue. And that's what helps the clam move from point to point. And that's what helps them burrow into the sand. And they leave a portion of their shell outside of the sand. And that's what they have, these little hairs that stick out at the top of where their opening is, that helps them collect the particles that they need for nourishment. And it helps them filter the water. But what these people would do is they go around and digging them out, thinking it's cool that they're collecting pismos, and they take them back to the campsites that are over there, and they wouldn't do anything with them. And they're doing it in the off season. So I turned them in. That's just, I don't know. I think it's wrong. Totally wrong. And that's a true story. Check it out in my video. So Sweets and Scraps. But anyway, let's see what else do we got going on. So we got dumpster diving finds. We got some free goodies that we got. We got the train. I'll show you the train again. I thought this was cool. It doesn't have the batteries. We could probably open her up and see. Let's see what kind of batteries we take. That would be quite fun. We're going to put the train. I think we're going to keep the train. Always wanted to have one around Christmas time. So I'm so freaking knackered, where I'm stressing out about this whole move thing. And it doesn't help when I have a pregnant wife who is exactly the worst and opposite of me. Okay, what have we got here? We got corrosion. Where's my rag? There we go. Yeah, she's really stressing out at the moment, severely, to the point where it's my fault for everything. It's my fault that it's Monday. It's my fault that the weekend wasn't long enough. It's my fault that the water is dirty or whatever. I don't know. Every little, we've got all kinds of issues. All righty. Let's get the batteries out. I think this would be cool if it works. So we got some corrosion. And that's probably something you should never do. What do you see there? I mean, that's something that I've always kind of had a rule of thumb. Never intermix different brands of batteries. I'm not saying that's the reason why it's corroded, because it's probably been in storage forever. Yeah, this is not looking good, is it? Not looking good. All right. Baking soda, water, and a toothbrush. Baking soda. I need a flathead. We got our brush. All right. Let's see here. Let's do a little experiment here. All right. So Energizer battery and 3 Duracells. I would probably never, like I said, now maybe that side's really corroded. I don't want to booger it up. There we go. Gonna be easy. Easy cheesy, man. Easy cheesy, brah. Gonna be like a 1, 2, 3. Okay. take this real quick. I can dry scrub it out. You should always wear safety goggles, hand protection. But there's other things in the environment right now that I'm more concerned about than battery corrosion. Can't say the word apparently. Need some water. See. So let's get our Japanese people out of the way here. Oh, maybe I'll do a giveaway or something with it. I don't know. Who knows? But if I can fetch a couple $100 for that, that'd be a hell of a night, right? And we're gonna get some water, baking soda. All right. Next best thing. Well, I don't know if it is the next best thing. We got a little borax. If you didn't know, Elmer's glue and borax and another ingredient makes slime. My kids taught me that. I had no idea. Ah, hell with it. We want fast action jackson. Oh yes. Look at that. See? Nice and beautiful. Nice and beautiful for sure. Huh. Get a little scrapey in there. Oh yeah. That's the way we do it. The way we do it. Yeah. I watched a video today, early this morning, between amongst other millions of things I had to do, and there was a guy who turned a corded headset into a wireless one. Quite interesting, quite fascinating, to be honest with you. I thought, wow, that's brilliant. I mean, it's basically what the manufacturer would do, but to have that knowledge, and it just took a little bit of time with the Dremel and some elements that he added to it to make it work, obviously with the Bluetooth thing. But brilliant. Okay. Freaking awesome. We just got to dry it out. And yeah, got the corrosion gone. And give it a quick little. Trying to think if I have a metal one, metal brush. Good once over. All right. Yeah, fabulous. Look at that. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. That one, nice. And over here, oh, so pretty, so shiny. That one I think has the one we want to hit with the wire brush. So let's get this out of the way so we don't spill that on the computer. Get some more light in here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. See if this will work. So, hope everybody's day is going well and got all your orders if you had any. I can barely see the chat at the moment, but I only had like 3 orders today. Kind of a slow weekend for me. Well, that's cool because I've got so much going on that, like on the Mondays, everything gets piled up, and I'm giving our new concept an enema as far as getting our budget back under control. I've got an appointment, I think, on Wednesday to go get the Cadillac that we've had on the channel a couple times, and we've paid the registration for the SUV, so we're going to be driving that for another year. And the Cadillac's going to get registered, so it's all kind of going into play, and timing on it is ideal. So we're going to have that car on the street. I don't know what I'm going to do with the trailer yet, though. Little pop-up trailer we have, because where we might end up at, it might not have the space that we need to store it. I don't want to get rid of it. Never fails. Always looking for something and you can never find it. Can't never find it. Oh, what could it be? Where is it? Damn it. Damn it. I'd be happy with a piece of sandpaper right now. Oh. Not everything but what I'm looking for. All right. Well, we'll make that for another moment. Let's see. Make sure we're good here. I would have liked to have gotten. I know I have those metal wired brushes. Just so you know, this is what not to do, but it does a decent job. At least where the connector is going to be. Ideally, I'd want to scrape the whole bit here with a brush, but we just want to see if it'll work. Test it. You can do this with a car battery, baking soda and water, and a toothbrush, plastic one, and you can scrub the terminal with it, and it'll take away the green corrosion that you see sometimes on the positive lead. Highly recommend that you disconnect it though with the negative or the positive. And if it's the positive that's corroded, it's probably best just to disconnect it and clean it that way. And then you can take a piece of sandpaper and kind of polish it up. What I did on the last battery replacement, we took some of the gel that they give a white lithium grease. May not be that, I don't know. It's like neutralized for to put on there. to keep the corrosion from building up. And then they give you the little felt circles come with the battery. I highly recommend you put those on. That helps. I've always never done it. Always never done it. All right, so we're going to recycle the batteries. And those are pretty bad. Highly corroded. Even on the negative one. Yeah, that one's just starting. But never, I say that, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't like mixing. Watch, I won't have enough. I'll have to mix them. I don't like mixing brands of batteries. Okay, what do we have? Watch batteries, 9-volt batteries, AAA. Okay, there we go. E-Circuit. I thought we had a better brand than this, but for testing purposes, I think we just fine. So, dollar store testing purposes, we have double A's to our rescue. Let's just make sure we. I don't know. I really don't like the fact that that's rusted. I'll get in there and clean that out when I find that brush. Just want to see this thing work. Okay, so we have good connection here. Okay, we have a food cell inside the. So it looks pretty clean in there, right? Looks pretty good. I don't have the air compressor on, so we're going to be doing this a little bit more thoroughly off camera. All right. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm wiping the bottoms off because it's on this dirty rag. I don't want to add any more corrosion to it. Okay, so make sure we put this in right. All right. Ooh, this is the moment. Okay, where's the on and off switch? Woohoo! Yeah, baby. We're going to get some choo-choo on. Choo-choo. All right, we just put. Oh. Always wear safety glasses and protective gloves. Do not do what I do. Okay. I wear prescription eyeglasses, and my hands are 48 years old. They've got more calluses on them than 20 layers of latex gloves. So you need not to worry, because I am a dojo master. I can fight kung fu and eat a chalupa at the same time. My hands are talented. My brain's even more so. There. Let's get our dirty cloth out of the way. Ooh, I'm excited. There we go. The choo-choo is ready, y'all. Choo-choo. Now, let's see. The coal cart would be after the engine, right? All right, so we got it. Slide this stuff out of the way for the moment. And we know this works. We hope. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Really? Really? This is what you're going to do to me now? Ah! Wow, that thing makes a lot of noise, doesn't it? All right, let's see. Let's see. I know one of these guys. All right, so here's our coal cart. It doesn't really do anything. It's a shell, and I'm assuming it is going to go like a this, like a this. Now, our cargo cart that we got with this is got an issue with the wheel. Thank goodness. Now, I think it would have been fine without it. It would still roll, but for it to be completely aesthetically appealing and pleasing, I'm assuming we need to pop that back in there, and that would have to go here in this slot. So thank goodness it doesn't appear to be broken. And ever so carefully, it will come in from underneath here. No, it looks like it's designed to slide in from the top. Yes. The top is the solution. Okay. Careful. Not break it. Not break it. Don't break it. Don't break it, Bobby. Ah, good show. Good show, dear Chappie. Nice. All right, so a little goes there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, on today's show, properly showing you how to assemble your dumpster diving finds. Now, what I've noticed here is that the clip on this train right here is broken, but not to worry, because we'll use that as the very end. And it has some issues here with the little ladders as compared to here. So that's cosmetic, not to be worried. But the clip on this side does work. Little clipper there. Now, we do have this piece that appears to have come off, oddly. And see. So yeah, this probably would have been the back end of it anyway, since it has the gate. Okay, I'm assuming. But then again, I could be wrong, not sure, but this one's different than the back end one. So let's just assume. I don't think anyone's really going to notice it. It only goes one way. Yeah, there we go. It's supposed to fit in there like that. I wonder if we should drop a bit of super glue in that. I think we have some super glue. Yes, we hopefully do have some super glue. Oh, where can it be? Aha! I found it. Hopefully. Just need a dab. I just need a dab, man. I don't have a dab. All I need is some super glue. All I need is a wee bit of some glue. All I need is some super glue. Ooh. Well, oddly enough, not all races can be won. We do have super glue. But apparently it has met its demise with time and age. And oddly, I do sell it. But we are out. We are out of super glue today. We do not sell no more. Because we've done sold it all. Okay, let's see if it has any. Just a little bit. Not even? Not even a drop? Let's just go in for the big cut here. Let's see. Nope. Yep, that's probably been sitting in the toolbox for way too long. All right, so we will not worry about that because we can easily go to the dollar store. And what I want to do is I want to put 2 drops of glue on that and that there to hold it in place, and possibly drop some down in those little pins right there, here and here, so that it locks in, so that railing system won't come out again when we go to store it. Well, there we go. Awesome. Welcome to the Lobsters Express, the holiday special edition, brought to you by Dumpster Dive. That is awesome, right? And it works. We got it to work. We just had to clean it up. I mean, wasn't much to it. Who knows why they sold it, or not sold it, but threw it away. Oh, it goes backwards. Oh, it's even got a little light on the front. I just noticed that. All right, let's back this up. So we'll give her. I'm gonna give her a spray bottle bath. And we've got a yellow light. Nice. Very pleased. Bravo! Bravo! And this is the new look here at Lobster's Den. Now we're just gonna go and now, what is there to do now? I don't know. But maybe we should do some sign language. How about the letter A, the letter B, the letter C, and D? Yeah, I know a little about something, about everything. There you go. What do you think? Bravo, young man. Bravo. Good show. Good show. So, pleased with that. You know what we should do though? See how many tracks are there. See if we can make a complete circle. So, yeah, it comes with the tracks. I'll have to set it up. Maybe I'll do a pre-record. I don't think we need to do a pre-record. This will be good enough, I think. So all these are plastic. There's no metal. I'm just checking to see that they're all got their. This is by Goldlock Toys, Goldlok Toys, made in China. I can't imagine that it's worth a heck of a whole lot. But the Christmas effect for the tree, or it's awfully loud, extremely loud. I thought would be cool is to maybe hang it up in the baby's room, build a track for it, hang it from the ceiling. But then I thought, well, what if it comes off the track, falls on the baby or something? Oh, we got. Oh, we found. What did we find? Oh, goody. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need some super glue because we found a little shiny. Go somewhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We did. Denise, thanks for coming in. Brittany, thank you. Val, how are you? Look at this. So this little piece, wait. Okay. Who's missing a bob? Who's missing a bit? Where's the other ornate? So it'd be the engine and the caboose. Did he say caboose? Yes, he did. I'm thinking this is on the engine. Maybe on the back. No, I don't think it's here. All right, somebody has lost a piece. I don't even see where it would have went. Bloody hell. There's only 5 places, 6, 7 places where it could have gone. Well, that will be a piece that will have to go in the container box. Okay, now this is how junk drawers start. Okay. This is the start of a new junk drawer. My little Bob will go there. I do not throw away too many things if I know that I think it goes to something. And then we've got a latch that is in here, and we found the broken latch piece to the caboose. So that would go with some glue, super glue, love. We'll put that back onto this piece here. So that'll be complete. All right. So we're gonna put that in our little junk drawer starter kit. Yes, I'm gonna sell these on eBay. Junk drawer starter kit. And I don't know if this was needed, but we're not gonna throw it away. Oh, look. Oh, yes. It even gets better. Oh, our little ladders. Excuse me. Our little steps. Oh, see, sometimes it pays to look in the box, I guess. Our little steps that we're missing right here, we got them. Now it's complete. Now it's complete. Awesome. Very cool. I'll be very careful to put these back in there and put them in there. Now we know mentally we have to go get some super glue. Now what'll happen is the here, you know what? I can put the list is going just any one, I guess. Now let's get this away. See what we can do. Go in there. Yeah, that goes in there. Oh wait, but we're gonna end up breaking it. Oh no, you did it wrong. You can't do it like that. You gotta put it. It has to go like this first, then like that. There you go. Now the coal cart is ready to go. And let's look one more time. Make sure, because that other piece. Yeah, this wasn't painted very well. But I don't know. For the kids, I think it'll be fine. Take the batteries out. And then we know that it works. Always a good tip, and I'm sure everybody in here knows. Never keep the batteries in anything that you don't intend to use. Except for remote controls, I guess, or other things. But if you're going to store this, I mean, this is going to sit for a year. What you can do is, in some cases, break the continuity. And if you really had to, you know, a battery with the negative side to the spring, you could always just do it the opposite direction. That's not going to create anything. There's no continuity through it. But I would just take them out completely and maybe put them in a separate bag if you intend. I don't intend to use these for this because I still need to clean that rusted out area in the cartridge there. I'm going to bring it back to its original state again. But it's for another day. I'm just going to make a note that I need to finish that because we don't have time for that today. The mission was to see if we can get it to work, and we succeeded. So I feel somewhat accomplished. I'm not sure if I should be putting that down first. 4 of these straightaways. Let's see how easy that is to put together. Oh, that's pretty simple. I think it's going to be cool. I want to see what the cats are going to do. I'm going to have to put it together and make a video with the cats. I know the kids are going to go crazy for it. I'd like to see if I can lower the volume. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8, yeah? That's 8. That's 8. So that would do a 8 and 2 straightaways. That would do like a bit of a. I wonder how many it takes. Maybe 6. Takes 6 of these to make a complete half moon. I would imagine. Based upon the, yeah, that's what it looks like. Or 5. I don't think it would be an odd number. Maybe it is. You got to be careful, God. These are very delicate. Yeah, it's going to take 6 of these to make a complete half moon. And then it's going to have these straightaways. So it's not going to be a very big track. So, yeah. All right, so 6 of them. I guess that'd be. I thought it was going to be like a bigger circle. I guess it could be, and you should do away with this because you'd want it under the tree, right? I don't know, maybe not. I think I've always wanted one under the tree. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a better box for this because it doesn't all fit properly. With the tracks in there. Good effort, man. Good effort. All right. Wifey should be heading home soon. So I'm going to be probably jumping off shortly. That's if she comes back home. She left in a fit of rage. I guess the world wasn't accommodating to her mood today. And I was to blame. Can't be in control of everything. Now can I? Fix everything. I should have been a firefighter. All the fires I put out every day. I get paid enough. All right. Well, there's the train that's not going back in the box. That's odd. We got it out of here. Put that at an angle. Really? Okay, there we go. Careful, careful, careful. Don't break the choo-choo. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. Yeah, see, that's not going to work. And I don't think I have. And I'm going to find. Okay, we're done messing with that. Done messing with that. Well, there you go. How about that? Is that entertaining? Oh my God. Seriously, come on, dude. This damn chair. I must have the squeakiest chair on YouTube right now. All right. We are, let's see. Jamie, Denise, Kathy, Patty. Oh, hello, hello. Where are we at on subscriptions? What are we at? 300? Are we still at 300? I'm trying to not pay attention to it. I'm trying to see how fast it'll grow if I don't concentrate on where the channel is. For about the last month, I've only been focusing on what the channel can bring. Let's see. Where are we? This phone. Big old volleyball. This is Dick's. Sporting Goods. Make sure I get that in there. Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods. Great place to go if you want to go for sporting goods at Dick's. Let's see. 312 subscribers. What? That's awesome. Oh, we got some activity on eBay. Nintendo Super Mario Series 1 collector just for you. eBay, you shouldn't have. I love how eBay sends me those. Want to sell it faster? Lower the price by $1. Let's see what they suggest. Let's take a look. Since we're on the... Okay, so... Well... Milani Fierce Foil Eye Shine. They're suggesting that I sell it for less. The Even Touch Powder Foundation. They're suggesting $1 off. Miss Smoky Essentials. Milani 03, another $1. And I've been lowering this one forever, and it's by the time I lower, it's not going to be. It's going to be like $1. I keep lowering it. So I found a model on clearance. Academy Sports, I don't know. I haven't heard of Academy Sports. The thing with that, Denise, is a lot of the sporting goods stores, except for Big Five, is has gone out of business. Like Walmart has a sporting goods aisle, and we used to have a Sports Authority. We used to have a Sports Chalet. We have Play It Again Sports, which I think they've downsized a lot of their stores, which was a great place to take things when you came across items that you could get rid of, when you find them relatively inexpensive. I used to go to the Goodwills and try to find things that they skipped out on price wise, and I would take them to Play It Again Sports. Oh, these glasses are bugging me. That or my head is crooked or my eyebrow. I mean, it's like, oh, 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 hey, baby. Give me a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. The Johnny Bravo. Hey, mama. But used to go to the Goodwill and get these items and then take it to Play It Again Sports or garage sales or something like that and try to up them up and flip them. But the stores, I think there's only a few still out there. So the Dick's Sporting Goods has skyrocketed in like overabundance in I think we just did a jump right there in the in the live stream. I saw a flicker. I see the lights. Look into the light, Caroline. Um, you said you can do anything. I love my blue suede shoes. Wait, hold on. One for the money, two for the show. Free to get ready now. Go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. It doesn't sound anything like it. You can do anything. I love my blue suede shoes. Oh, you can knock me down. Something. Steal my clothes. Steal my whiskey. No, wait. You steal my whiskey from a whiskey bottle or something like that? I don't know. It's vaguely coming back to me. Coming back to me like, oh yeah, okay. He probably died when I was like 2. I don't know. What year did he die? 77, 71, 72, somewhere in the 70s. But anyway, Dick's Sporting Goods has just been blowing up all over the place. So they've now cornered the market. And there's really not much competition on it. So other than Big Five, which is kind of like Big Five Sporting Goods to me is kind of like AutoZone in the auto parts world. Like it's fascinating to see where they put their stores, and then you wonder, it's like, how does this store even survive? I know they must be carrying each other. They have to be because O'Reilly's. I always see cars. I don't know what their gimmick is for people to go in there. Maybe it's their jingle. O'Reilly's, whatever. But yeah, it's kind of weird, very strange. Where do I get my stuff? Well, recently it's been given to me. Dumpster diving, Goodwill. A lot of the stuff beyond the wall of shame over here is from the swap meets, garage sales. I am the type of shopper when it comes to garage selling that I'll go in and kind of do like a swift little patrol of what they've got going on and see what's in there before I decide what I want to do, whether it be a couple items. I usually don't buy just a couple items. What I look at when I shop at garage sales mainly is the items, not how much I can turn. I try to buy in volume because I know that I can negotiate the price because I'm betting on the fact that they don't want to be there. People are lazy. People who are out there all the time are the ones that you really have to kind of like work your numbers with. But if it's somebody new, especially at a swap meet or a flea market, um, you can kind of pick out the people who have been there a while and done their thing versus someone who just showed up. Someone who just showed up in a 4-door car and has got stuff in the back seat and out the trunk. That's probably not too much of a reseller, where they just throw everything on the ground like a garage sale, or they'll try to be somewhat resale savvy and bring out some tables. Versus a guy who shows up in a flatbed truck or a box truck and starts throwing things out. Then you kind of know that you can't really work unless it's an auction, an auction guy or a storage unit guy. But garage sales are the best way to go. And here's how I go about that when I go shopping. To answer your question, Denise, get out of the car, you go through to the garage sale, you kind of walk around, kind of get an idea of how many things you would buy that you can gauge on without scanning too much stuff. Because I try to not let them know that I'm a reseller. Because when I negotiate the price, I don't want them thinking, oh, he's gonna lowball me, and there's probably 2 or 3 times more than what he's gonna offer me. for instance, like movies. Let's say movies, for instance, and you have some in your hand, and you ask the person, "Well, how much for three movies or whatever their bundle is?" Usually, it's a price for one or a price for two or more. Based upon the higher of the three or higher of the two prices, is going to gauge how much I can get for everything that they have. If it's a lot, 2 years ago, I bought 274 DVDs at one time for $75. Half of them I didn't even see. So I took a gamble on that, but I made well over 400 some odd dollars at the swap meet in one day. I got rid of them all. That's all I took. So that's all I needed to take. Um, but it was started like, what'd she say, 3 for 15? I'm like, who's going to pay $5 a DVD? You know, no. How much for everything? I take them right now. And that's where I worked out the $75 for 274 of them. So I look at items in a garage sale based upon that as an item. Um, when I offer $100 or maybe $200, or depending on what is in the garage sale and depending on what they're willing to get rid of, I look at how much I'm spending per item. I'm not looking at how much I spent per one item. I'm looking at how much I spent per all the items. So if it kind of runs around about $1 or less than $1, then I'm interested. But if they try to get a little like crazy on it with a higher retail, I'll just walk away, go to the next one, because there's time involved. That's where a lot of that stuff behind me, beyond the bins, is in boxes, and it's crap that I probably won't even sell. I'll just donate. Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of the flea markets are all resellers. Very, very, very few are newcomers. But when they do, it's like vultures going over the last scrap of meat. That's why I like to get there early in the morning before I set up and just kind of mosey around. And then I like to go in the afternoon too, because that's when you can really get some deals at the swap meets. Yeah, buying in bulk if it works out, if the numbers are there. And don't get me wrong, I'll buy something that is a specialty item or an antique. I don't expect people to throw antiques and stuff like that. It's when you get the majority of stuff that's all the same, like movies, clothing. That's the one thing I noticed with like the swap meets and garage sales. Somebody who really takes time to hang up all the clothing and fold it properly is wasting their time, in my opinion. Maybe some of the coats and some of the higher price things you can hang, but a lot of times people just go through, at least in my area, they'll go through a pile of clothing quicker than a termite in the pines. It will be just a mess afterwards. That's why when I do reselling at the swap meets, I try not to take clothes, and if I do, I just take a tarp, I lay it out on the pavement, I take the bins or the bags, usually in bags, I just dump it out. But I'll have it kind of like in separate piles. Like I'll have baby clothes in one pile, I'll have children's clothes in the next, and I'll have an adult clothes in the other. And it's up to you. If you want a deal, it's usually the denim's already gone, all that stuff. It's usually $1 a piece. Is what I do. Yeah, it's a good place to offload, to get rid of things for sure. The swap meets, Denise. Chris is in the house. What's up, Chris? Old school picker. You ever buy and sell it at your station the same day? Shane, here's one thing that I have done in the past that works, and it depends on the location that I'm at on a Friday or a Saturday. And I haven't done this in a while because of my other obligations, but I would go on any one of those days as a basically a customer. So it lessens the amount. It would cost me $2 to get in versus the 35 or 55, depending on the day. And I would go to look, and what I would do is I'll pick up either a surfboard, a guitar, or some sort of musical instrument that I intend to resell, if not that day. And usually, if you're walking around with a guitar, and I'll walk around the whole day and try to sell it, but I'm not advertising it. I'm not advertising that I'm selling the item. I'll walk around with the item hanging onto it, carrying it wherever I go. Somebody's going to see it. Somebody's going to come up to me, and somebody's going to approach me and say, "Well, how much you pay for that?" I just give them a made up number. I'm telling you a secret. I just give them a made up number, and I make it for, well, I got it for a cheaper price. Because if I paid top dollar for it, I wouldn't be trying to sell it. It's either because I'm trying to keep it, or I know that I can get more money for it. These glasses are bugging. I walked around with an accordion one time. It was the name of the brand was, had the case and everything. That was a pain. I ended up selling it on eBay, but you got to be careful what you grab because you're going to be carrying it all day long. Surfboards were easy because they're lightweight. They're a little kind of odd shaped, so it's a little hard to maneuver. Guitar is relatively easy if it comes with a case. You can carry it around. But yeah, I have sold items that I've bought and sold. And a lot of times in the morning, when you pick up items from other vendors, you can get a good deal with other retailers or resellers that you have made friends with, because right off the bat they want to get some money going. That's the snowball effect. So that's definitely something that it's like a mojo, kind of a get your mojo on kind of a thing. Morning, Mel. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Hope everything's well in the land of down under. Yeah, I'm over here in California living the life of a bogan. Straight up bogan. Yeah. Tommy's in the house. Where is Tracy? I haven't seen Tracy in a bit. I know you've been here for an hour, Mel. I just didn't give you your publicity that you needed. Georgina is still lurking. It's good to see you guys. Now that I'm done focusing on the choo-choo train. Yep. You know, I have to admit, in life choices, I think I should have went to Australia. I think I should have married somebody from Australia. Wow. And then I got to thinking too the other day, if I had married somebody in the resale same mindset, I'm thinking that may have been a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not too sure. Might have to consult with Lisa and Rob on that one. See how that's going for them. Maybe watch some more of their videos. Oh shoot. Georgina, I watched Netflix last night. I love Netflix. I watched the Spencer Confidential with Mark Wahlberg, whatever. That one was pretty good. I just happened to pick it. So if you're into good cop, bad cop kind of stuff, mafia, it's kind of got a interesting little storyline to it. It's pretty comical, I guess, in a way, kind of, sorta, because he's always getting his tail end beat up. But yeah, he still got it. It wouldn't work for you. Oh, for the reselling bit. Love is Blind. Isn't that like the top one? Is that the top rated one on Netflix? Is that where I think I saw the trailer of that and I was like, nah, I don't want to watch that because believe it or not, speaking of control freaks, the lovely wife, she goes through and she'll see like what I've been watching. I remember because I love documentaries. And I love suspenseful kind of like movies. I'm not into so much of the make believe anime. I don't play video games. I'm not into that Fantasyland kind of crap. It's just not my cup of tea. But I do love factual things, and I like seeing like true stories. Anyway, so I was watching one time something about Craigslist and how the people were being swayed and being trapped into sex rings and prostitution and all this other stuff. And I thought, wow, that's crazy, you know, because I used to sell on Craigslist and used to see those ads. And it was such a scammy little platform. And I got a rash and a turd for that one because of the fact that my wife thought I was watching porn on Netflix. And I'm like, how is that even porn? It's a documentary. They wouldn't be on there. I mean, I don't even know if there is porn on Netflix, but I was just like, I can't even sit down and enjoy like I mean, because they're not going to show a bunch of rubbish being on there. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I couldn't get over it. So, uh, yeah, right. I can't comment on it, Georgina, because I don't know if it was really interesting. Obviously, if it sparked my interest, I'm pretty sure it probably would have been spot on. But yeah, it just irritates me sometimes. So I have to yeah, I'm sure there's not. I'm sure I hope not because my kids have easy access to the Netflix. And we got Hulu the other day and Disney and all that other stuff. So maybe they'll change their gears to watch other programs. But I really highly recommend if it's still on there. Don't F with Cats is a darn good one. That's a darn good one for sure. Yeah. Good documentary, and that's straight up factual, and that was morbid as all heck. So if you get a chance to give that a check out and look at it, it's pretty good. There was another one I watched that I'm about to watch is about a kidnapping in L.A. About some little kid and the mom and the boyfriend, something that killed the kid or something. I don't know. That's maybe a little too morbid for me to sit down with the family out there. So, but yeah, I enjoy those programs. Um, so yeah, so so I can't think of the name. Do you know the name of it? And then I want to watch in addition to that, the football guy who um who came out of the closet and then hung himself. I haven't seen that one, the documentary on that one yet. Rudy? No. Rudy's the underdog for Notre Dame, wasn't it? The gorilla guy? No, no, it was it was a football athlete, Gonzalez or something like that. Gabriel Fernandez. Thank you. I was what did I say, Gonzalez? I was in the right culture. I was just way off on the name. Thank you, Georgina. Nice try, Kent. Aaron Hernandez. Hernande? I don't know about that one. I'll have to check. 5 of my 10 posh. Waiting for payment still. Nice. I got a return on eBay. They were supposed to have it back by the 2nd of March, and it's still not here. To call them today. I'm going to call them tomorrow morning and complain because eBay sent me an email that said, if you go ahead and return the money now, we'll just assume that you don't want the item. And basically, they were telling me to walk away. You're on your own with vodka. Need trashy TV tonight. Oh, lordy. Hopefully you got a mixture with that. You know, they say vodka, you don't wake up with the alcohol breath, and it apparently doesn't give you does it give you a hangover if you drink too much of it? Hmm, not sure. Can't drink it. I won't drink it. I used to drink a lot of it. I won't do it anymore. Tequila and vodka I don't like to do. Oh, Cape Cod's for me, yeah. Cranberry and vodka. Yeah. Yeah, those are the creepers. I remember I remember years ago driving home. I mean, I'm saying like this is probably 20 some years ago, driving home from Pacific Beach, which is a very highly active area at night for 20 somethings. And people tend to go there because there's a lot of nighttime activity there. And I lived way kind of north of town in what they call Sereno Valley, which is kind of like our tech town of San Diego. So you get a lot of like biochem techs and whatnot there. And I used to live over in that area. And I was driving home. So my friend decided to assist me and drive, and got me home. But I was made it all the way to the entry ramp, and I was freaking hurling out the window so bad because of the amount of vodka and cranberry that they had fed me throughout the night. And then there was an incident in the bathroom where I was throwing up and I was turning all over myself because of the alcohol poisoning that I apparently had. It's been like over 20 years since I had vodka. Yeah. I won't touch it again. Won't do it. I can't stand. I'll drink Jack Daniels moderately with Coke, but it's not my go-to. If there's no beer, and I'm picky about the beer too. Like if I'm going to consume alcohol, I'll either go without or I got to have a premium type beverage. Not to be picky, but if I'm going to consume it, that's where it's going to be. Wow. Nice job, Kent. 19 packages today. What time is it? 12:30. I got to keep track. More items. Yeah, the smell makes me, even with tequila. I agree with you, Dana. Um, I would love to produce tequila and sell it, but I won't drink it. It's ideally supposed to be a sipping type thing, but I don't know of any, at least where we live and what I've seen. I don't think anybody does sip it. Yeah, Sambuca. Yeah, yeah. We have tequila here because my wife will drink it and her mother, but other than that, no. I might do some rum or something, but I don't do it in shots. No can do. No can do. So we got some Morton salt that we are sending out. Paid 80 cents for these. 80 cents at the Walmart. Oh, at the Walmart. I was sending these to Canada, but now apparently they're getting low on stock. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm about to sell out. So, yep. It's a 4-pound box. It's not exactly a huge moneymaker. Got to be careful with these stickers here. I'll pull that paper right off. There you go. I'm getting pretty good at that. We're pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about changing gears on my other job too. All of them actually. A lot of things. I mean, 2020 should be kind of like, I don't know, symbolic, right? Time to clarity. Time to change things up. I'm putting a little lighter fluid in the salt. Make sure I get that little sticky part off. I smell a lot of fluid. Makes me want to start a bonfire. Barbecue. So one of these days, I want to get out there and spark up that dryer I made to a smoker. That was a cool little project. I need to put some ribs or something in there. Do some tri-tip. Maybe some pork butt so we can do some tacos or something. Give me some of them tacos. I love me some tacos. Yeah, that will be the thing for me to do for sure, girl. Okay, how are we going to do this today? We're going to put them in boxes. Boxes. Let's see if they fit in little boxes. What are these ones? Regional A? I think one of them is in California. California, we like to party. California, knows how to party in the city. City of Compton, we be rocking. Be rocking. All right, let's see. Foster's. Oh Christ, that's gonna be the worst beer on earth. Next to Bud Light, Coors Light. I used to drink a lot of Coors Light. Listed 24, drafted 19, and shipped 20 today. Wow, good for you, girl. Plain old beer. Mel, do they have? I think back in the 80s, when I used to work at a grocery store, it was called A&P. It was in Michigan, and they had like the generic. I don't know, maybe some people that are in here can remember this, but they would have a generic brand. It was a white label with a red diagonal slash or like a stripe through it, and it would just say beer, or it would say like whatever other product that they made, and basically it would be the same product that a certain name brand would have, but then the labeling would just be off. And Campbell's is notorious for that. Campbell's Soup makes a lot of like soup cans for other marketing businesses that don't have maybe the resources to have a manufacturing. What do I got going on right there? The other manufacturing of soup. So they'll do it for them for a fee, obviously, and put on their own labels. But maybe that was the case. I often wondered. I haven't seen it since. It's been years. But it used to just say beer. Hey, old beer. Let's see. Trials of Gabriel Fernandez on Netflix. I need to watch that still. But a bag of lime. Oh God. Oh my God. I heard that the Corona investment group or the Corona Brewing ticker on the stock market has plummeted because of this coronavirus. I hope that's not true because that is ridiculous. But I think all in all together, the markets have come down a lot. So I'm sure it's not just certain things. I'm sure like 3M is probably skyrocketed. A lot of other companies that are, making products that are being used for the healthcare. Let's see. Have you seen what happened to Monday? No. Is that on Netflix, Denise? I haven't seen that. What happened to Monday? I'm gonna write it down. I'm assuming that's a movie. Is it a documentary? Yeah, right. Yeah. So ridiculous, Georgina. Let's see. So Denise. Have you seen what happened to Monday? Okay, so have you seen? I'm gonna check it out. Going to check it out. I know. I was listening to you and Tracy talking about that for saying the word. Yeah, yeah. So maybe we have to say Dos Equis. or or just say sea light or what is their competitor? Pacifico. Just say Pacifico, the Pacifico virus. There you go. Problem solved. There you go. See, come to Lobster, he comes out with a solution. We're gonna call it the Pacifico virus. Pacifico, Pacifico, Pacifico. Laguna, 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 Laguna. The analytics is listening to my chat because I'm saying Pacifico, 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 Pacifico Ocean. What are they gonna do? Demonetize me? Yeah, I'm really worried about that one. Corona, Corona, Corona! Corona, Corona, Corona! Corona, Corona, Corona! I love the amo Corona. Corona. Hey, there you go, Tommy. Roll your R's when you say it. Maybe it won't pick it up because it's actually a Spanish word. But if you're saying the word and you're putting virus after it, maybe that's what it's got to have those two combinations. But if you roll your R, Corona! Over in this corner! Weighing in at 12 ounces, looking light and plumpy and juicy as ever. A bottle of Corona! And its component in green with two X's! Dos Equis! There you go. It is very crazy. Let's use her name for being the way she is. I know. Crazy. You know, I'm a very smart man. I'm very intelligent, and I'm not trying to boast about what I know. It's common sense. It's 80% faking and 20% knowledge. But when it comes to certain things, and that being one of them, not so smart, not so smart at all. That's what I was saying. I maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. Mel needs a beer fund. Um, beer begging. Mama said, right? I'm totally serious, dude. It's BS. It's totally BS. It's BS 19 is what it is. Yeah, yeah. It's totally crazy. Totally crazy to even think that. I was thinking I saw something with like Amazon where by selling the products for that particular incident, they were just suspending people. And I don't know for how long, but eBay was like, well, there's these things that we're going to do to you if you continue to do this. And we're going to go through and shut you down and we're going to dilute the search. And if you continue to do it, we're just going to suspend you. I mean, it was a 3, 7, 2 weeks life or whatever. There was like so many strikes that you could get with eBay. Amazon was like, nope, done. That's scary, really scary. A lot of people made a lot of money though. I was not one of them because I knew it was going to be an issue, and I still kind of believe that a lot of it has to be with the media. You know, a lot of it has to be with the media. I mean, if you look at other things that go on, I don't see a line at the Costco collecting products for quarantine, such as your H2O and your white peeled back bark, paperback tree barks. I don't want to say it because it might key in some other things. They're making line for essentials. Like, here's my take: if I'm gonna get quarantined, okay, it's gonna happen so quickly. I'm not gonna have time to go to the store and make line to get things. I'm already prepared for about a week. I don't have 3 months worth, so I'm screwed. All right, so what am I gonna do for water? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. I got still water coming out of the pipes, so that might be an issue. I carry about 80 gallons of water in the house at any given time. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. So on average, I'd say about 60 gallons, of water. So there's going to be rations of water. I'm going to be screwed though because I don't have any beer, so I'm going to have to drink whiskey if I run out of water, which I'm okay with if I had to. I just hope it's not tequila or vodka. As far as toilet paper goes, I'm good right now until it runs out. And when it runs out, I'm not the one that uses it all. I don't even use toilet paper. I don't like scraping what I've done. Okay. I want to wash it away. So I jump into the shower. Hopefully there's still water. And I take a shower afterwards. That's just who I am. I don't know. But apparently there are people with like these 4-bedroom houses, 3-bedroom houses that have an extra room that they don't use. And it's filled to the ceiling with water and tree bark. So I don't know. Who knows? There you go. Drink more beer, and the problem is solved. Yeah, yeah. I've got a lot of candy to consume, books to read. Hopefully, we won't have that issue. But yeah, I got plenty to do. I can work on getting this ready. Here's what I thought. I thought when and if this happens, and we do have a case here in San Diego. It was with an employee of a telecommunications company who contracted it because they were visiting Italy, and so we do have a case here. And about a week ago, we had 141 cases that the county was monitoring, monitoring. Wow, see how easy that is? To hurdle, but we just hurdled it. We just knocked it down and said, "Get out of my way! I'm coming through." Yeah, it's scary. But I think in the U.S. as of like Friday, I think it was, we only have 17 total deaths so far that I'm aware of, that I've read. Could have been more. So I'm not too worried because we had like 40,000 people lose their lives last year just by the common cold. I didn't have to go to Costco then. I don't know why I have to go now, but I understand the concern because there's not a cure for it. So I don't know. The Pacifico virus is really hard to understand. Those rogue waves that we get in the Pacific Ocean sometimes that we're not prepared for, and they take us by surprise. It's exactly what's happening now. So what are you going to do, Skipper? I don't know, but put the bow into the wave, son. Put the bow into the wave. Pray to God you make it through it. There you go. That's all I can say. 4 pounds. Let's see where we're at. All right. Go to the other screen. And we're going to put this one off. And this one, where's this one go? This one. Seattle, Washington. That's where it all started. Seattle. And second one. Sparta. Let's go to Tennessee, man. Hey, y'all. Let's go to Tennessee. Thank you, Miss Tennessean. I appreciate your business. Muchos gracias. Muchos gracias. All right. Seattle, beautiful up there. I've only driven through Tennessee though. On what is it, I-75? Seattle. I've gone up there many times. I've lived in the state for a little bit of time. Marie and Justin are from there. They come in the chats quite often. Let's see. Gotta have this. So send this one. Where's this one? There we go. All right. One of the little things I like to do, because it is wintertime, and this is going to Seattle and Tennessee, is I will saran wrap the products to try to prevent them from, one, in this case, the salt in this product is coming through the ends of the box. And just do it up nice and tight, not too so that it doesn't rip the plastic, but also kind of, I'm hoping that it'll show that I put a little bit of love into it. And also, I'm hoping that if it was to have gotten damaged in shipment, at least it will be somewhat nice and snug in its content of the cube. Now I just have to remember this one is going. This one was. Let's see. All right. This one is Seattle. Yep, Tennessee, man. It's going to Sparta. Spartans! The movie 300. One of my probably top 10. I would have to say. Loved it. Only because why? It's fact. There's true content into that battle. At the battle of wherever the hell they were on that mountain where they took those dead bodies and piling them up to divert the Persians and wedged them. Great strategy. Very common war tactic. But they made do. They improvised and they overcame their fears. I mean, faced one of the largest military regiments of all time during that time. Loved it. Loved it. All right. I don't want to overdo it. All right. Wawa. Wawa! All right. So I think I can do the regional. Brillin! What's up, bro? I just watched Spencer's Collateral was there in Mass in Boston with Marky Wahlberg. And in the movie at the end, and I was going to take a picture of it and put it on Instagram, it said lobster. I'm going to still do that. But that was awesome. It was towards the end. I guess they were kind of getting together with Hawk, one of the characters. And it's funny because when they're sitting there and after they've all gotten their asses beat in this movie, they're sitting at the table and Mark has a shotgun and he has a hand pistol. And this Hawk guy is like a UFC candidate trainer or contender or whatever. And his name's Hawk. And Mark's got the sawed-off shotgun. And he sets it up and Hawk grabs it. And he goes, Hawk should get the sawed-off shotgun. Your name is Spencer. You're like an accountant or something. So he ends up getting the hand pistol. It was funny. I don't know. I thought it was funny. It was hilarious. Let's see. Spartan is 30 minutes from me. There you go. And maybe I'll just let's all go to Wahlberg's. Hey, come on down. But yeah, I'm gonna take a picture. I thought that was funny. So yeah, Chris, I'm gonna send you the box that's coming to Spartan. You can just hand deliver it for me, will you? You don't mind? Be a chap, yeah. Be a good chap. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Let's see. And this one. Where's the Seattle one? Let's do. I guess we're doing that one. That one's gonna go regional. Let's make sure. And I always double check, even though they pre-set up for it, but let's make sure. Let's make sure. It might. Oh, it might go into 7x7. Yep, it will. See what's best. 7x3 by. So wait, 7x3. Yep. By 5. Boom, boom, boom. That's totally regional. And 5. Yeah, that's good. Then 4-4. Man, that's a heavy little box. 4-4. 4-4. 4. Regional doesn't even come up. That's what I hate about Amazon. You would think. And here's the other thing. So I have a 7x5x3, 4.4 box. And the first one they show me is USPS Priority Mail flat rate envelope. That's my first choice. Flat rate envelope. It's $7.15. Then they have the legal one. It might fit in a legal one. I don't think it doesn't fit because of the gap. I don't think. I know we could try it, but I don't think I want to do that. For 80 cents more, I can put it in the box. So yeah, because then it goes from $7.15 to a flat rate envelope to $7.45 for the legal. Then you have the padded flat, which is $7.75, which I don't even think I would do it padded because it's so heavy. It's 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds. I'd be afraid to go right through the bag. Besides, it's an Amazon customer, so I'm gonna do the $8 one. Put it in the box. Let it grow. Let it grow. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still doing shipping because I got nothing better to do. Yada, yada, yada. Scatter, scatter, scatter. Okay. A box of number 1. And a box of number 2. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to moving all of this. But then, like on a chat I was in this morning on a dumpster diving one with Big B. I don't even have the chat on right now, so hopefully Big B said to me, he's from Australia. He said to me that it's a blessing that look at that. It's freaking money, dude. Freaking money. You know what I'm saying? Right there. That's money, man. That's way to go, man. Good job, man. So what if we get 4? Let's do 4, 5. And let's jump this up because I want to do some padding in here, I think. Maybe chop the box down. because that is going to go up with the space. Oh, because it's not gonna. It's a 7x7. Let's see if it goes. I forget. 7x7x7. Yeah, it's gonna go up. I bet. Yeah, probably like 11. Oh no, it only went up to $9. So we'll do that. So $9 to ship. We kind of had to lower it down so we can be more competitive. Now that there's only a couple of us on there, and I'm almost sold out, I lowered it because of the time that it's taken to sell this on Amazon. I was selling them for 26 Canadian dollars and 20 to ship. So it would cost someone 46 and change Canadian loons. And I'm selling them for what, $11 here in the States. Only because now I'm trying to get rid of them because of the move. So I'm not making anything on these, basically. I just don't want to take them with me because they're $4 a box or 4 pounds. So a lot of my inventory has been slashed immensely. So it's good now that I'm doing that. Now I'm waiting because that particular one, shoot, I think there's like 6 more boxes remaining. I might be able to keep that, but I do canning, but I am not into the pickles, cucumbers. So I do tomatoes, and tomatoes we use citric acid, the powdered form, and then with fruit and whatnot for jams, I use the Sure-Gel product. Sometimes I don't even put it in there. I just put more sugar. You know? Beautiful, man. Beautiful. It's just bloody beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. So it's gorgeous. Oh, there's a hair in there. How tacky is that? Are you freaking kidding me? I'll just cover it with a label. That's tacky. Oh my lord. Oh look, honey, our package is here. Ooh, somebody sent us a hair follicle. Yes, it came from a lobster somewhere far, far away. Stay tuned to next week and find out what happens. Oh my lord. Pirate Ship. Yeah, I don't use Pirate Ship with Amazon. They don't link up. Pirate Ship is very helpful with eBay, for sure. I called Pirate Ship probably a month ago and asked them about that. And they're like, well, we're trying, but we're not yet linked up yet. 4.8. Let's make sure we got the exact. How the hell did that newspaper go up that high? There's only 2 pieces of newspaper. 4.9. Come on, dude. Seriously, how's it getting heavier? How the heck are you getting heavier? It's an eBay scale. That's what it is. Even the scale's going after the fees. All right, we're still at $9 for a 7x7x7, 4.9, and we're shipping it out of here with that one. Man, come on, baby. I'll say, hold on there, boy. That there ain't there no chicken. Oh, there's my coffee. Cold, as always. I never have time to finish A full cup of coffee. I cut out my labels and tape them on. Only because, well, one, I'm somewhat frugal, but I have more tape and more paper than I do sticky peels. And I'm going to use the sticky peels in the summer because of the condition of the weather lately. Months, this will protect the labels. And for some reason, my mindset is the tape on a sticker, I guess, would work, but if I'm already printing, printer set up for it, I might as well just do it. And then the other thing too that I was thinking is that when we open it up and it's paper, hopefully they'll throw it away and it's still not attached to the box. I notice a lot of times, and I like to reuse the other side of this. I get 2 labels on that. But yeah, I only have like a stack of like I think they come in 50 pages, and there's 2 labels per each one, so I only got like 100 left. So I'm waiting for my next shipment, which I could have easily used them today, but honestly, I don't know where they're at the moment. Now the truth is really out there. I don't know where they could be. Don't judge me, okay? Stop judging me. So last night I went to work, and the restaurant didn't make enough money to pay me out. I was working for free. I'll get paid today. I'm supposed to be there at 4. I think about it. Today's Monday. I have to go in at 4 o'clock. I don't mind working the weekends because it's fast. Time goes quickly. It's the weekdays that I have a hard time dealing with because it's slow at the beginning. And when I'm there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I am doing my job and my responsibilities. So I prep a lot of the stuff that I need to succeed. So there's really not much to do. I'm constantly cleaning up after everybody, which drives me bonkers, drives me crazy. And I don't know if I'm going to be there much longer. I can't stand it anymore. So I think my time would be better served elsewhere, doing other things. Like for instance, not getting paid last night for what I did. I could have been at home, not getting paid, hanging out with my kids. I mean, like I said, I'll get paid out tonight, but I just, I don't know. I needed to take that money today to take care of responsibilities, in addition to what I had already earned for the last couple of days, which is kind of nice. You know, I can pay bills as they come in instead of paying them because I get paid once a month for my main job. It's a monthly thing. And tips kind of help out with things during the week. So it helps pay the gas, pay the cell phone bills, the cell phone bill, I should say, pays our utilities, makes it nice, but gotta get money first. What are we gonna do, Sally? I don't know, Bobby. I have no idea. 7x7x7. Let's see. Okay, last one was 4.9. Let's see what this one's at. Same box, same 2 pieces of newspaper, same product. 4.8. Oh, that one's going the farthest too. Lovely, right? It's not gonna be. Yeah, the first one was going to Washington. This one going to Tennessee. Tennessee. Take me home. Let's check. No, just 481. 489, 483. Jesus Christ. Holy macaroni and cheese sauce. Where I belong. $9.22. For an extra 22 cents, you can go from Washington State to Spartan, Tennessee. Man, oh man, what a deal, y'all. What a deal. You believe that? 22-cent difference between Washington and Tennessee. What a special deal that is. Oh boy. Let's see, 4 pounds, 8 ounces, 7 by 7, and we're rocking it. $9.22. I've had a package go out. It was in a priority box, I think, or regional, one or the other. And it was a 10-cent difference between priority. Priority was part of it, and priority regional. A 10-cent difference, and the post office sent it back. Wanted me to pay the 10 cents. And I was like, really? And it happened again recently, and that was because I just wasn't paying attention to the labeling. And it has happened again recently, and now what I do is only because I take it to the counter instead of just dropping it off and going, I pay attention to what I'm doing, for one, but for the mere sake of time and convenience, if there is or isn't a line, I will hand these over directly and try to get a scanned receipt right away, just to make sure that they go out. I've had one where we had to put stamps on it because it was under, for whatever reason. Like I said, I don't trust that scale, but I'm not going to go out and buy another one right now. I want to have so many other things going on and sales. I mean, I had 3 sales today over the weekend, and these 2 right here were last night, only because people don't want to pay the prime price, and that was one of my tactics on the Amazon. I wanted to be competitive, but not to the point where I'm that competitive with the buy box. All right, so that's done. That is so done. Oh, and our phone that we sold on Amazon, used, but in good shape, is coming back apparently. Waiting for that to be returned. I guess it makes a noise or something when they put it on speakerphone. So I gotta check that out. I don't know. Told him to send it back. Give him back his money. Still waiting on the radio from eBay. Sent that out. I should probably call them, file a return complaint. They haven't gotten it sent out. All right. Well, what else is there to do? We could go watch a movie. Have you seen what happened to Monday? Denise referred that to me. All right. Hello, Lisa and Rob. Thanks for coming in. You're going live tonight here? Nice, 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 nice. Thanks, Kent, for doing that. Give Denise some love over there at the Vulture Dumpster Dive. No Money G. Some jack post. Oh, those are the ones that turn, yeah? Yeah, that'd be a little weary. I was talking to Brandon today. Um, he's probably at work right now. Brandon's got some big news to be sharing with y'all soon. Can't wait for that to come out. So be on the lookout for that. That's exciting what he's got going. Um, I'm gonna see if there's a way I can get my hands on some of that. That'll be a good little deal right there. All right. You was wondered why your work table was leaning forward? Huh. That's funny. Kenny, you still in Florida? Are you moved to Florida, right? All right. That's that. That's that. That's that. That goes there. We gotta wash our hat today. So, I'm quite proud of myself. I don't know if you guys are getting organized, but I've taken it to the next level. I do now make a to-do list here with a coinciding to-do folder that has all of the things in here that I need to accomplish within this period of time. And I have now started my filing system. I have my 2020 house searching documents. My January, February, March bills paid out, so to make it a little easier for taxes. I have my tax forms I need to double check on, get that going. I have the agreement contract document file. I have miscellaneous medical for the kids. I have my own medical files, and I got all these files for different things. And I even got one for the cats. The cats even have their own little file. So I'm trying to get my situation in order here. And I think with the move, it's really going to be beneficial. I've got things on here like I'm supposed to get a PO box. I went and canceled my storage unit because the gal that was supposed to be leading me to this other unit of hers with all this resale stuff in it, she kept talking story, but wasn't following through. And I wasn't going another month in the month of March spending $249 for a 10 by 24, so 240 square feet of space. It's just sitting there with nothing in it. And now I'm thinking I could have used it to put this stuff in case we don't find a house. But I made a deal with the unit at the facility, and they said, you know what, your first month when you come back because you didn't use this one, we'll give it to you for free, and we'll have the truck ready for you. Because the last time when I got there, they said, oh yeah, we have this truck now, and you can use it to move. And when I went to go get it, it was broken down. So we worked out a deal with that, and they made notes. I had them put notes in my account. So yeah, we're cutting back. With the cutbacks that we've made, we're able to go on Wednesday to the DMV to get the Cadillac registered. I'm so stoked about that. Really looking forward for it. Yeah, get it in writing. It's in the notes. Hopefully that'll be enough, Kent. I pray that it will. If not, then I'm not going to sweat it because they're always got deals over there. I know. It's going to be soon that I go back there again. It's a really nice facility. It's coded for getting in the main door, and then if you're not in the second or third floor, you can't use the elevator. And if you're I don't know, it's like this other thing where if you're in there and you go to use your key and your door opens to your unit and you didn't code in to the building in general, the alarms will go off. It's pretty secure. I kind of dig it, man. But I I went to the extent in getting whole life insurance for my daughters. I'm working on getting some for the older ones. I just need their mom to sign off on the forms. I found that whole life was beneficial for them versus term. Term would be like for me, no one's going to benefit from it until I die, and nobody's getting nothing. They're getting a box of rocks somewhere around here. No, I kid. But whole life is, from what I've researched. Where's the format? My little notes. For the kids. Now, if you have kids, this might be something that you would consider. But here's what I found. With whole life, it can allow for a buildup of cash value, and if held long enough, can increase in value and face amount. The increase of cash value and face amount also is tied up to a premium payment. So you have to make monthly payments, and the dividends and interest are paid on the cash value. And what's cool about it is the kids can borrow against it. So what I did for my two little ones, and I should do it for all of them, is an experiment. I think one of them, the premium is only $3.37 a month, and the other one is $3.48 a month. And that's locked in for the rest of their life. When they turn 18, what will happen is that amount will double. Now, all I got was, for now, I think it's 5,000, but I might have jumped it up because I paid for the whole year, to the 10,000. My reason for this is I want everyone to be covered in case there's an emergency where we have to put someone to rest. And I don't want to sound morbid about this, but it is a concern. It is an issue. I still need to do a will. I need to create some sort of like directory or directive, I should say. But I want to make sure I want to make sure that if something were to happen to my kids, that I properly put them to rest. So with this, it would allow me to do that. And as they get to the age of 18, it doubles. So if they want to use it, or we need to use it to pay for college, we can do that. And then it has to be paid back at 8%. According to this document, it's 8% currently. And that might change. It probably will. But I figured, they're borrowing against themselves and they get the money back and they get to keep it as long as the premium is being paid. So why not? Why not? It's not costing me an arm and a leg right now. I just need to get everybody else on board for that. So I started working on that. I'm going to get SeaWorld passes for the kids. I try to get them the preschool ones. They were only $20 for the year, man. What a deal. But sold out on all of them. So I have to work something else out. I'm going to try to take advantage of the military discount that they offer over there at SeaWorld. But I have to give them some military documents I have to scan. Let's see. What else did we do that we got some good info on? With all the money saving that I've done, I'm able to send one of the kids to Washington, D.C. On a field trip for 6 days. So that's one of the things that I try to really do in saving money. Like the storage unit one cost me, I don't know, $500 in 2 months, which was not something that I'm proud of, but I was gambling on the fact that it was going to work. And it didn't work out. It is what it is. Now, here's another obstacle I ran across. Now we're talking about this. So we bought an elliptical through Sears before they closed out. We took advantage of their no interest 12-month payback. The item was a $2,500 item. I got it for $617. I think it was something to that effect. I don't see the actual purchase on here, but the balance is only for the card. I called the credit card company and said, hey, just want to make sure we're good. Oh, yeah, you're good. We didn't get a bill until February. So we made an agreement. I have a contract right here that said that we would have automatic withdrawals on the 20th of each month from our account. Would pay the card. So by the 10th month will be 600, 11th month will be 660, no interest. So the card would be paid off. And then we call and cancel this. So I'll probably call and cancel this like 2 months before the probably November. I'll cancel it because it didn't start until technically February. What these little scoundrels did is they charged my bank $120. So they got us twice for 1 month. First statement was in February. They hit me for 2 months. It's fine. But word for the wise, I was going to say food for the wise. Word for the wise is to make sure you stay on your statements as much as possible. I know this has nothing to do with nothing, but it's important because if you have large amounts of money sitting around, whether it be PayPal or in your bank account, and I don't have large amounts of money sitting around, I need every penny because I have so much going out. I have to keep track. And my beautiful, very pleasant minded spouse of mine always thinks that I'm cheap and frugal. She calls me a cheap bastard. I'm not cheap. I have to be this way because there's so much going out that I get surprised about. That if I don't stay on top of things like this, we're gonna be like, we can't afford something because something happened because we have a set budget. And I'm really tightening the belt because with this move, I have moving expenses that I have to endure. I'm going to have to come up with a whole larger amount for the deposit because we didn't pay a deposit when we moved into this place. So we don't have that rolling back into our safety net. So I am a little concerned about our finances in the next 3-4 months. So we'll be okay. I would say taxes would help us, but I have plans for the tax money. So that's going to pay some debt, and I'm not going to go and stray away from that. So we can deal with that. I was supposed to go to the bank today and talk about some other finances to try to help. Here's a trick that I've learned. Just a little trick. I mean, it's kind of like along the same lines, and we're so far into the chat that no one's ever going to hear this anyway. But to establish a higher credit score with your credit. Now, I don't know where you're at with your credit score, and I'm not a professional financial advisor, so don't even listen to me. I don't care if you do or not. But here's a trick. Let's say you're maxed out or you're close to maxing out. 30% is where you should be on the available credit on your card or any credit card that you might have. Once you start getting over that 30%, you start getting up to 31 to 90%, it starts putting a little bit heavier weight on the availability of what your credit can be. And the banks or institutions or financial institutions look at that and they're thinking, okay, this person obviously is just paying the minimum. Now they're wanting you to only pay the minimum so they can make a ton of money off you. But here's the problem: you get in up and over 90 to 95% of your credit limit. Where if you have $1,000 and you're sitting at 900 in debt, you only have $100 in availability, your chances of getting more credit are slim, very slim, because you're maxed out almost to the point where you don't have any more availability. Now, what I've done in the past, and recently it happened, is with one of my cards, I went from like 4,000 to 18,000 in credit. Now I've consumed a tremendous amount of things in the last probably 4 years, and that amount is heavily in debt. Now with the other one, I did the same thing, and I requested to have a higher rate. Now what each time that has done is when I went in to request a increase in credit, they've done it, and it lowers my debt ratio, and it increases my debt score, my credit score. So you could go from having various levels of your score changing every 7 days or every 30 days. It changes periodically. I used to think it was every 30, but I use Credit Karma on my phone. It's a free app. It's a free service, and it gives me tips. It sends me alerts, and it gives me an advantage, I think, than what I used to have because I follow through and it worked. Like they sent me a tip one time that says, hey, if you can get this extra payment in for this month by this date before your credit scores are due. It'll increase your score by X amount of points. I did that for a year and I got 114 extra points added to my score. Now, with Christmas coming around, it maxed out a lot of the credit card, and my score is kind of in the fair category right now. But I was into the high 700s at the beginning of last year, and now we're sitting around the mid 640, 650 range. It's not ideal. It's not where I want to be, but we've had some things come up where we needed to use the credit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that amount that we have in debt in credit cards, and I'm going to go to the bank that has these two cards, and I'm going to ask them for a debt consolidation loan. So then that amount will get transferred over here. It'll be in a 3-year time to 4-year time frame versus the 20 years it would take someone to pay off, the minimal amount. And it's at a lower interest rate. It'll free up this debt that's on the credit cards, and it will give me a lesser time to pay off the full amount than what I'm doing now. So even though I do pay, like today, I was supposed to go and pay here's what I like to do with the card, is it rewards card. And I do the same thing with PayPal. So this is something you should do and consider too. Pay with your PayPal card as much as you can because you get 1% back. Get a credit card that has rewards on it. I use that card to pay my bills with. And then I take the cash on Monday or Tuesday. And obviously, it's going to have to be on Tuesday. And I take the cash and I go in and I put it on the card to pay it down. But I get the points. So at the end of the month, I'll have points to redeem, whether I get a gift card or it's usually gift cards. I think I've only gotten one like tangible item, which was a bag that I sold. It was like a heat and cold bag or whatever it was. It was cool. I sold it on eBay for like 15, 20 bucks, I think it was. But I'd rather have the gift card so you can use it for emergencies or gas or whatever you may need at the market. So those are the things that I try to do to take advantage of what's more out there. But I highly recommend with like the PayPal card. That's I don't know. For me, it's easy, because then you get that 1%. You're like, oh, there's a few bucks, a few extra bucks in there. I can withdraw out later on, because I only keep a minimum amount on the PayPal because I'm afraid that, with them not being insured and all. But anyway, cash is king for sure. For sure. My wife went to go get gas, I think on Thursday. She calls me, goes, is there any money in the house? I go, yeah, there's some here and there. And she goes, well, where can I get some quick cash right now? For what? What do you need it for? She goes, gas. I'm like, seriously, there's no gas in the car? I forgot because I didn't take the card in the morning. And I told her where to get some, and it was all in ones. She's like, what are you doing with all these ones? I'm like, that's where I put my tips, man. So she had to pay gas. She was complaining that she had to go pay gas in cash with singles. So whatever. Yeah, see, zero debt. That's the deal. At one time, years ago, I used to have like 13 credit cards. I don't know why I had so many. I kept just applying, and then I paid them off. And then I decided that it's good to have like a low one with rewards, and then I have a higher one. I used to have American Express. I don't have that one in Discover. Don't have that anymore. I just have my local credit union. So it's kind of nice to have those options. Then my wife has one. I don't know how my wife got one. One of her credit cards is higher than my lowest one, and yet she don't work. I have to pay that one too. I don't know how that worked out. I don't know. I don't know what documentation she filled out, but I'm sure something ain't right about it. Like, how the hell did that even work out? I was just looking at her Sears card. I'm like, holy crap. How do you have a $4,000 credit card limit? First, I don't allow her to use it. I mean, she's got it, but she knows not to use it because the interest rate on this. What the hell's the interest rate? If we were paying interest on that treadmill, it would be, I don't even see what's on here. All right. Well, here's a breakdown. Here's a breakdown. So if we bought that treadmill, it's a NordicTrack one. We paid $617.68. And if we have no other charges and only pay the minimum, it would take us 3 years for a grand total of $945. So we have it set up where we took advantage of the holiday interesting, and that helps sometimes to research this. And then we also took advantage of the they had a code where we got some extra money off because we bought it online. We could have gotten it at the store, but I did some research when I was there, and I was so pissed off with them because there was another model that we wanted we would have paid a little bit more for it, but they jacked it up because of the holiday, and we went in like a week before. I think it was like the first week of December or somewhere in that time frame, and that's when we learned that the store was closing down and that they were going to be liquidating all of their. Hey Tracy, they were going to be licking. They're going to be liquidating all of their products and everything in that store by the 2nd of February. So I got to thinking about it. It's like, oh shit, we could go in there and get this $2,500 treadmill for like $600. And it was actually at the time that we went in, it was 800. They had already marked it down. And then when we went back in there the night before the invitation that we got to get it sorted out, because it was like an invite only prior to the store. So they had this like 2-hour window where if you got this card, you could come in and look around and see like about the shelving, the fixtures, and things of that nature, and whatever else they had liquidated. But they had jumped the price up to that treadmill an extra 200 some odd dollars. And I told my wife, I said, "No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go online and we're going to do it from there." And we had free shipping, so we got it shipped to. We got a different one, and it was nicer, I think, the one that was at the store versus this one. But this one was a heck of a deal. So we got it. We got it really marked down. We got a code for it to even bring it down more. We had free shipping, and then we had no interest for 12 months because of the holiday, and we took advantage of all that. And now we just got to stay on top of it. But the customer service, it sucks a turd. I'll be honest with you, because of the contract that they have us under, and yet they breached it. So I'm not gonna really like raising a big issue and like be all paralegal with it, but I do think that that's bullocks because that extra $60. I mean, granted, it's going towards the balance and it pays it off faster. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it, but I am gonna complain about how they did that and they misled us by telling us that it's gonna go out on the 20th of every month. And but I think what might have happened with that, because when we called it in, because we called them and said, "Hey, we haven't gotten an invoice," and this was in February, the 20th. No, I remember we called it. This was dated. The letter was the 4th, so it probably was the end of January or the beginning of February when we got this letter. So the conversation was then. So they took out the $60 or the $61. Yeah, because the bill came in, the February bill, which is the first bill, it came in for $61 with a past due amount of 27. And that was a late fee, apparently. But then the late fee up here says that if you have to pay a late fee up to 38. So I remember calling them and asking them to remove that because we never got the January bill. So then we made an agreement on the 4th, and it says $60 to be the minimum amount paid on the 20th of each month. And then I go to my bank statement on the 20th, and it's for $121. So I think I just discovered what's going on. So they took out the $60. Excuse me. They took out the $60 on the 20th, and in addition, the 61 that was due on the same month. and they weren't supposed to do that. Or at least they didn't alert us to that, because we have a contractual letter here. It says 60, and the due date's not until the 22nd, and they pulled it on the 20th based on this contract. That's weird, because you got the bill for February for $61. Then you call and say, hey, before we even got it, you said, hey, we haven't gotten an invoice. Okay, well, we'll get you one. All right, thank you. Can we do it automatic? Oh, sure, yeah. What do we have to do? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Here's my info. Then we get this letter on the 4th of February. It says, okay, you're going to do it automatically. And then we get the statement for 61. And then on the 20th, actually the 21st, they pull out twice the amount. Scoundrels. So here's the thing with having them bought that now at Sears. You can't take it back. And then here's the other thing. In order for me to get that damn thing working, the NordicTrack, whatever freaking model it is, did I tell you it was free ship and the box came literally mutilated? But it didn't affect the unit. The unit was so packed very well in there that it didn't disturb it. But I had to order or activate a program it's on the online platform only, called iFit, ifit.com. And in order to turn it on, I had to sign up on iFit. It's a free membership for the first year. That was part of the gimmick to NordicTrack's deal. So if anything happens to NordicTrack's product, they'll send a technician out and they'll fix it. They don't want you taking it back to Sears. Okay, where am I going to take it back to Sears? I don't think there's all but 182 of them in the nation anymore. I know they just closed and they closed a bunch of stores down, but they're still operating. So they have this thing called iFit, and what it does is it monitors everything. I don't know. It's for lazy people apparently, but it was like $400 for this membership, and I'm thinking, God, what a great scam this is. I mean, it's not technically a scam. I don't know. It's like a pedometer for dummies or something on the internet. I have no idea. I thought, oh, my wife was pressuring me to buy this thing. I had to buy it. I didn't want to buy it. That's why my credit card's always climbing the ladder. And oh, it's a great deal. We should get it, honey. Oh yeah. Oh really? And I'm thinking, all it does now is it just holds things, and the cat beds are on it. It's like a platform for cat beds so they can take a nap. I think I've only seen like one or two people. I've never seen my wife on the thing. I don't understand. It's just becoming part of the house. It's like going to be the heaviest thing I'm going to have to carry when we move. But I'm still battling with this. Here it is in March, and I'm still dealing with the issues of this thing. And I just recently got a hold of iFit, went online and canceled the membership. They were going to charge me another 400 some odd dollars in December because the membership expires December 2020 in order for it to keep working, in order to stay on, to monitor, because it's Bluetooth. I don't know. I thought that was crazy. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We probably should just get rid of it. After all that trouble we went through to bring it home, put it together, set it up for no one to use it. I don't get it. Just like the $3,000 dining room table that we have in the dining room. We got it for $700. Ooh, what a smoking deal that was. I said, no. We should never bring that into the house. I don't care if it's $1. That thing's going to get thrashed. It's too nice to bring into our home. Maybe if we didn't have any kids, it was just you and me, we wouldn't be buying a 12-seated table. I've always wanted one, a big table. Hey, pass me the turkey. Hey, I get it. But here's the problem that I have. It's too elegant for our kids. I'm not saying our kids don't deserve nice things. I'm saying that our kids are rough on shit. Okay? They like to draw on the walls. I've got Picasso's like children in my house. Crayolas on my wall. Thank you, Crayola. Number one thing. Can't sell you on Amazon, but I can still put you on my wall. Pencils, sharp objects, things, stuff everywhere. Every little item in this house is either broken, dismembered somehow or another. I don't know. I don't even feel comfortable taking anything out into the front yard into a garage sale because it's either going to be missing a head, an arm, a foot, a leg, a piece, a corner. I don't know. It's just better off just kind of putting into the land of misfits and kind of like blowing it away and see where it goes. Maybe take it out back to the bonfire and just watch it go up in embers and burn off into the sunset. Who knows? I don't know. That felt good. That felt real good. Let's see what else. What the hell were we even talking about? I don't even remember. Oh, that was a good dose of freaking venting right there, if you ever say. Let's see. Yeah, Magic Eraser. Love that one. Yeah. But they're carving now. They're carving into the walls. They're like little convicts, little gangsters. Like they're tagging my walls with like sharp objects now. They're out there with steak knives, like I heart, like what the hell is going on in this place? And then the chairs. Oh, the table and chairs. So now we've decided with this, you know, elegant presidential dining room set that we had to have because it was beautiful. Now it's nothing but a pile of shit on legs. Okay, I've had to take plywood and screw them in from underneath because your buttocks was slipping through the seat because the straps that were holding there because people don't sit on the chair right. They put their foot down and then they say, "Oh, how does that tennis shoe feel in your butthole?" And it would go through the bottom of the chair. So then I have to go in underneath and screw all these pieces of plywood into all the chairs. So now the legs are getting loose because it has those freaking cheap little screws that go in there. And yet, right behind me is a solid wood table with solid wood chairs and a broken goddamn coffee mug that's dripping coffee down my leg. Add to my chaos. Thank you very much, Cup. I did love you at one point. I did love you. I really did. And I did love the contents that were inside. And there's coffee all over the paper. And I'm trying to sell the paper. I can't sell the paper because now it has coffee stains all over it. So now we're just going to have to give it to the kids. So there you go. There is the problem solved. God, I love that coffee mug. It had that funnel effect to it. It made it just seem like it was a full cup and really wasn't. I feel better. I do. I feel so much better now. 3 hours and 14 minutes or so into this, almost 2 o'clock. I don't have to be to work till 4. Can you sense the calmness that thrills in my body right now? It's awesome. And they tell me I need therapy. I don't need therapy. All I need is to go onto YouTube and disguise certain things and expose the other stuff. Be able to share this knowledge, be able to share the gripes, the groans, the moans, and the aches and pains with everybody in the same circle. Then people wonder, what's it like on the other side? I don't know. I don't want to go there. I have no intentions of going there. Well, do you feel depressed? Well, yeah, I feel depressed. Don't you feel depressed when you get up in the morning and you turn on the on button for the coffee pot? It doesn't turn on and you take it for granted because you go into the shower and there's no hot water. And then you're like, oh shit, I'll just take a quick little wash up. You reach under the sink to grab a bar of soap and it's gone. Oh, and then you said, okay, I'll just take shit right here. I sit down in the toilet and lo and behold, you look over, there's no goddamn toilet paper, man. That's how it all started, y'all. I didn't start using toilet paper because I remember as a kid, my dad used to tell me, now, Bobby, here's what you're going to do, Bobby. You're going to take this piece of toilet paper right here, okay? This little piece of toilet paper, okay? And this is what you're going to use for your butt, right here. This little piece. That's it. That's all I need. Ready to go. Mm-hmm. Right. I don't know if you noticed, Pops, I'm a big boy. I got a big booty. I got big doo-doos coming out of my booty. Okay. I need a lot of TP to clean that booty. Just saying. So there you go. Yeah, yeah. I won't do it. I won't do it, Denise. I don't I don't indulge into anything that's going to make me go even deeper into where I'm going or I lose control. I'm believe it or not, I'm somewhat it's bothering me that my coffee is down. I'm like having serious OCD right now. I'm really upset that I busted my coffee. Oh, look at you, beautiful little sharp objects. Oh yeah, look at that. Is that eBay worthy or what? There you go. Here, let's get a closer look. I'm gonna put that in eBay. The Lobsters coffee mug special. And over here, we got ourselves a shark tooth, y'all. Man, I tell you, it was a tough day in hell that day when I ended up having to swim into the bottom of the ocean. And I swam all the way down, and man, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe at all. It was such a hard time. Whew. Then, thank God I realized I had a straw in my pocket. And that straw, thank goodness. I swear I wouldn't have been able to have gotten this shark tooth right here. Wasn't for that straw. The straw saved my life. Now it's even hard to try to find a straw. They got all these paper straws. Has anybody tried to drink a soda now from these new paper straws? Is it just me? Or is the world getting stupid? It's holy shit. It's the new lobster coffee mugs. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. It's a puzzle cup. It's a puzzle cup. Retarded one around here. Can I say the word retard? Because if not, I just said it. Probably shouldn't make fun of that word. I do back, but I'm having a moment. And if you don't like it, you could probably move on. All right. It's a puzzle cup. Let's see. What if we glued it back together, select it? Okay. Well, it's very sharp, yeah. Do you know how refreshed I feel right now? I don't know. I have to say this. I'm not claiming to be any kind of specialist, but if you have some tension in your life, and mine just got documented, I should share it with my doctor. Look at that. That's fabulous. Wow. Uh-oh. The new Mosaic coffee mug. There you go. Brand new. The before and the after. You can now buy this delicious. Delicious? Why would you even use the word delicious, you moron? You can buy this now fabulous new slice and dice your fingers off coffee mug. Look at that. I think that's awesome. That is hysterical. That's going on the shelf. Away from the kids, though. And then we got shark tooth. Probably should put that in a container. But yeah, there you go. That'll be the new pin holder. I love it. I freaking love it. Ah, you don't have paper straws yet. Oh my god. I think I was introduced to them while at work. They're doing away here in California with the styrofoam thing, and we're supposed to go to paper and the straws, and we're supposed to go to the paper straw. The coffee mug. Oh, Lisa, that is awesome. I'm gonna put this online, okay? And I'm gonna use that. The coffee mug takes the caffeine out of the coffee. How freaking hilarious is that? I do have to put a disclosure in there that they need to be careful with the object because it will either break at some point or cut them. So probably, oh, dude, that's hilarious. That's going on Instagram. So look forward to that. I'll do that before I go to work today. I end up with Kenny Roger lips. I know, right? Hold on. Are you ready? How do you even have that ready, Lobster? How is he even ready? You gotta know when to hold him. Know when to fold 'em, know when to run away, know when to run. You better count your money. When it's sitting at the table, there'll be time enough counting when the dealing's done. Brought to you by Ken Rogers and the new caffeine out of your coffee. He don't look like that no more, that's for sure. Right? Here, let's do an interview with Kenny. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Lobster Channel. Today, we are talking to our special guest, Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers, welcome to the show. How are you today? I'm doing fine, thank you very much. Kenny, you've been gone a while. Where have you been? Well, I've actually been. Hold on, I'm going to do this while I'm drinking. Well, I've actually been on tour a lot, and I'm making some new movies now. I'm doing porn, and I got a casino out there in San Diego. I've overtaken like one of the Indian reservations. That's some good coffee, Kenny. Well, gosh, Kenny, how do you have time for all that? Well, honestly, with all the money I've made and all the years of the sex trade there in TJ, I've managed to do everything I can, and I do think that I'm going to be a very successful entrepreneur someday. Wow, Kenny, that is really cool to know. Have you ever considered about selling on eBay? eBay? What's eBay? Well, Kenny, that will be for another time. So anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching today. We're going to end this chat right now because we got a lot of things going on that we need to handle. And today was a special day, and Kenny Rogers brought us a little sunshine. So thank you guys for watching the channel today. I don't even know what we learned or what it was that we were trying to accomplish, but we kind of took it for what it was worth. And there's a ton of things that we went through today. Dumpster diving, repairs, breaking of my favorite coffee mug, organizational skills, free product that we have to list tomorrow. What else did we go over? A bag of light bulbs that we were given. Who would have thought? It's all going to come together into one big puzzle, right? So anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate your time. We got to go. We got things to do. I got 2 hours to be to work, and I still need to go to the post office. I'll see you guys on the next one. So, Money G, later. Denise, later. Ken, have a good one. Denise, see you next time. Lisa and Rob, I got to ask you a question. How is it like being married to somebody that does the same thing as you in the resale world? So I was thinking about it in the chat earlier, wondering if my life would be better, but it's not. So thanks for coming by. Oh, there's Tracy over there in Texas. All my exes live in Texas. Texas is the place where I want to be. Simply Ben over there who suggested that I eat bacon. Eat some bacon. I love bacon, baby. Bacon, bacon, bacon. And then we've got, let's see, who else? Simply Kent. Tracy. Danny. Tommy. See you later, Tommy. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm just making nonsense bloops. And peace out.